It was quite a few years ago, or else I would probably get sued for this. For me, I love a rush, yeah. I love pushing myself to the edge where I have to confront fear. But I must tell you another thing, is making a Bollywood movie is as much of an adventure sport as all this other shit. It really is. Hi, this is Homi Adajania and you're watching BollywoodHungama.com. Enjoy.
Now talking about Homi's adventure sports, because he's a beach bum, he's a certified scuba diving instructor and he likes to do a lot of adventure traveling. Tell us about that aspect of your personality, because once you're in Mumbai and people, once they get into the rut of Bollywood and filmmaking and this and that, they rarely just go out and just do any sort of stuff. And this is, you've been doing it for the longest period of time, almost 10 years now.
I would say 20 years.
20 years.
I think it's very important in life to do things that give you a certain amount of fear. I think that's what actually makes you feel alive. I think it's important to test yourself constantly, realize actually how relative things are and what perspective you live in. For me, I love a rush, yeah. I do enjoy it. I think I should be a little more responsible now that I have a family and all that shit, but I love pushing myself to the edge where I have to confront fear. So I go snowboarding every year. We go near the line of control, we do some good snowboarding. I go diving as much as I can. Yeah, given a chance, I'm happy to just jump out and just get into the outdoors. And I want to learn kite surfing this year, so that'll be interesting. I think it's important for everyone to do this. But I must tell you another thing, is making a Bollywood movie is as much of an adventure sport as all this other shit. It really is.
Okay, could you elaborate on that?
It's as scary, man. It's as unknown for me. It's just... you don't know what's around the corner. We had a blast doing it, but it's quite a task. Yeah.
There's a film called International Fakir, which is in fact the debut film of Farhan Akhtar. It has never released in India. It's been to film festivals, and I believe Anu Kapoor is there in the film as well.
I believe so.
I think he plays the Fakir. He plays the Fakir, and it's based on a real life experience that Homi had. So please tell us about it.
It was quite a few years ago, or else I would probably get sued for this. But I was actually asked to take a Fakir to Venice to be part of this international art festival called La Biennale di Venezia, which is one of the biggest art festivals in the world. And I was asked by this Italian artist to take this Fakir there as part of his art piece. So he wanted this guy to bury himself under the ground and just have part of his body sticking out, which were his two hands. And that was the art piece. Everyone was completely blown away that this guy was alive and breathing but underground, which they can do. And except I couldn't find a Fakir, because no authentic sadhu or Fakir would want to go anywhere, and they aren't interested in money and they don't have passports or anything. So I actually found a fake Fakir. So I took this unemployed building painter who lived in Jogeshwar. He used to come to Juhu Beach and do this thing to get some money on Sundays. So I actually dug him out, made a passport, took him to Venice as the Fakir, dressed him up, gave him some beads, made him grow his hair. And it became a rage, yeah. And it was a really bizarre experience. You'll have to make a feature film out of it, which has been done.
It's already been done and it's not been seen.
Yeah, but it's not been seen by me either.
Yeah. You haven't seen it either?
No, I haven't seen it. Yeah, if Anand Surapur is watching this, please show me the movie, yeah.
I believe you've written one more script, which is Finding Fanny Fernandes.
Yeah.
So tell us about it.
Finding Fanny Fernandes is a very, very funny, if I may say so myself, story. It's a satire about 5 dysfunctional characters who live in Goa. And it's a bit of a road trip kind of film about how they go in search of this old postman's childhood love. So they go on this little car journey, which is supposed to take 20 minutes, but it takes 1.5 days. And it is a very, very funny story. It's a very funny story. I was supposed to actually shoot it before Cocktail. My producer, Dinesh, was interested in making that as well. But he somehow or the other sort of sidetracked me and lured me into this one. And so Finding Fanny is still on ice.
But it can see the light of the day.
It must see the light of the day. It's stuck somewhere inside me and I have to get it out at some point in my life.
Any point of time, do we see you turning a novelist and then just coming out with a book or something?
I would love to, yeah. I think I've got a few things on my bucket list which have not been achieved. I always wanted to make a film, which I did. I wanted to become a scuba diving instructor, which I did. I wanted to write a novel, which I've not. like a published novel, not like an authentic kind of, not where I pay and publish it myself. And but fiction. And actually, I don't know what I was thinking at that time, but I was actually writing for about 3 months, writing a story, which was very interesting. It was when I got the story of Being Cyrus, and for 3 months I was writing that to write it as a book. Yeah, but it was quite audacious of me considering no one had commissioned me to write it. So I sat and wrote for 3 months. Then I got this short story, and I said, "Oh, I must make this into a film." So everyone was like, "Okay, he's up to one of his harebrained schemes again." And I actually got up and made the film in 6 months of Being Cyrus, and then I never got back to that book. But I definitely want to write a book at some point. I love writing.
As your wife, Anaita, she's designed for Deepika?
She's done the clothes for everyone.
For all of them?
Yeah.
We've interviewed Anaita earlier. She's a Vogue woman and one of the best stylists that we have. She's acted as well in Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge. She's got a, I think, phenomenal scene that everyone still remembers. And she's there in Kal Ho Na Ho as well, which is Saif's film as well.
Hi.
बैठे
कहाँ?
वैसे मेरे दिल में भी जगह है लेकिन अभी के लिए right here behind me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the MBA presentation.
The lucky mascot.
Yeah.
That's why I put her in Cocktail.
She's there in the film?
She's sitting on the side of one bench scene.
Acha.
In fact, in the yeah. So we insisted that she has to just sit there so we can chapo her on film. So we get that little luck rubbed off.
Luck. क्या बात है?
She's the fashion director of Vogue magazine. I think, was one of the first stylists in the country when people couldn't figure out what a stylist was. I mean, I don't think we had a term for that. Everyone was called a costume designer for films, but this was more about putting an overall look together for the entire film, like a production designer does. And I think her big stuff was Dhoom, and she's amazing. Yeah, she's done a fantastic job, which I, of course, since I'm the husband, take for granted. But at some level, when I sat back and everyone was like, "Wow, your film's looking so fresh. It's looking so this, so that," and I said, but it's looking like this also because of the way she styled it, And I think she understands that very well in terms of film. So she's done that. Yeah, she juggles a lot of stuff around. She's got her magazine, her fashion, she's got her films, and now she's got 2 kids.
What are your immediate plans after Cocktail? Are you traveling? Are you just working?
I'm finding a place to go underwater and I'm going to go and stay there for a while. No, I'm definitely going to travel. And there are a whole lot of more stories to tell, yeah. So actually, I've got pretty bitten by this whole film bug on this film, not on Being Cyrus.
Okay. Like you become more filmy now?
I know I want to make another film fast.
Acha, not 7 years gap.
I'm not going to wait for that 7 year. No 7 year itch. No, I want to. I really enjoyed this process. I enjoyed it. It taught me a lot about myself, and it is a fun process. Yeah. When you're working with like-minded people with that kind of energy, I mean, I know it sounds cliched, but it really it translates into the film also, and you see it all come together. It's very gratifying, I think, and I don't know. I just hope it sort of works so that you can make a whole lot more. Yeah.
That was Homi Adajania talking about his second film, Cocktail, coming after Being Cyrus. We've spoken to him about a lot of things, the comparisons between Being Cyrus and Cocktail. We've in a way just tried to get all sorts of answers from him. He has given quite a few convincing answers as to how he has graduated from making a Being Cyrus to a Cocktail.
It's all lies.
Cocktail. The entire team of Cocktail came together and how he has contributed to that. The music of the film, what his favorite song in the film. He says this is Deepika's best performance ever. And Saif Ali Khan as the star and the actor and how he juggles between the two. He has also spoken about his love for traveling and scuba diving and what he's doing next. And yes, I think the good part about all those people who have liked Being Cyrus a lot, that his next film will be coming very soon after Cocktail. So that is something which is exciting for all those people who have been looking forward to more stuff from him. So thank you very much for being on Bollywood Hungama. Lovely to have you.
Thank you, sir.
All the best wishes for Cocktail and finding Fanny Fernandes if possible, and more stuff from you very soon.
Thank you.
That's all from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.